life, but we're all here, and we got more coming. For those of you who have been standing here a while, thank you for waiting. 4 illegal students were gunned down 44 years ago tomorrow by the legal authority called the U.S. National Guard, the Ohio National Guard. They must have been doing something wrong. 4 illegal passengers trying to fly in the U.S. airs were denied. These 4 illegal passengers are suing the U.S. government now. They were denied because they were Muslim. 1 illegal man was crucified 2,000 plus years ago. He must have been doing something wrong. This word illegal is a funny word. But legal is even funnier. It's so funny that we need to cry. Because we've turned our laws against our people and against our own principles and our moral authority. 4 illegal people were killed by drones and they were U.S. citizens. But they must have been doing something wrong because the legal authority wouldn't make a mistake now, would they? 12 million plus illegals are working hard in this country. They are refugees in this country. Why did they come to the U.S. from not just Mexico, but Europe, from Germany, from many places, Asia? It's not just a Latino thing. Illegals, so-called, come from everywhere. But they're not illegal. That's the point too. They do have authority, they do have rights under the U.S. Constitution and the Universal Declaration of Human Rights to be anywhere on the planet. So let's stop making illegal laws to profile people illegally. Thank you. Right over there on Peter's left, it says Comprehensive Immigration Reform. They're 4 years old. I keep forgetting to bring them, but we've been in this battle for a long time. More than 4 years. In 2006, we had 500 people come out in Cleveland with the mass demonstrations around the country, starting in Chicago with, I think it was 20,000. It was many, many, many thousands saying, no, we're not going to deport innocent people. One note, if I do forget, the Plain Dealer had an article entitled "Illegal Immigrants Don't Want to Be Americans, They Just Want the Money," by Kevin O'Brien. LULAC and many other advocates for immigration rights wrote letters to the Plain Dealer demanding, asking, requesting a meeting with the board of editors, the editorial board of the Plain Dealer. As far as I know, they have not been answered by the Plain Dealer editorial board. So if we maybe want to take some names and people want to write letters, we'll talk after the march at the Worker House, so you can see me now. Ruben, we're going to get moving, so I'm going to ask you to come and speak. We invited Ruben Castillo Herrera, and he'll correct me on my pronunciation possibly. From Columbus. He's been a strong fighter for many years on the issue of immigration reform, and the Dreamers, the students that received deferred action and who were brought here with their parents, undocumented individuals. So Ruben's been in the fight a long time, and I appreciate him coming up on the Greyhound today at 7:30 in the morning. Thanks, Ruben. All right. I'm going to ask that you come in a little bit. You want to come in? Make this a little bit more intimate. Si se pueden acercar, por favor. All right.
How's everybody doing? Good. All right. My name is Ruben Castilla Herrera. I live in Columbus, Ohio. I've been working on immigrant rights and people rights for a long time. Right now, do we have immigration reform?
No.
No. We've been working on immigration reform for a long time, for many years. Many of you, I see people here that's been in the front lines on reform for a while. And I'm here to say a couple of things. No, come on in, come on in.
Peter, bring this side behind us, okay? Thank you.
You know, we've gone through these different phases of immigration reform, but really, what I'm beginning to believe and what I understand now, and I've always known this, that this is more than about immigration reform, right? This is about the right to exist as people. Is that right?
Right.
That's right. Immigration reform. We need immigration reform, but we also need this country to be reformed. Correct? Yes?
Yes.
All right. That's what I want to hear. I want to hear some feedback. Right now, it's become a political game between the Republicans who are doing nothing and the Democrats who are doing nothing as well. It's become a political ball between two parties, and I am tired of that. Are you tired of that?
Yes.
That's right, I'm tired of that. You know, we need our friends, our policy makers, but we know that policy is a way that's going to happen eventually, but it's become a political game in Washington. And in the meantime, people are being deported. Is that right?
Yes.
Families are being broken. Is that right?
Yes.
That's right. It happens every time. Let me tell you one thing. In our office, I get called at least 5 times a week, if not more, and people, no one ever asked me in the immigrant community, ¿Cómo va la reforma? How's the immigration reform happening? I never get asked that. What I get asked and what I get told is that my spouse or my child or my wife has been picked up by ICE. What do I do? How do I find that? That's the issue right now, correct? Is that the issue?
Yes.
So this is what we need to do. We need to ask the president to stop the deportations. Let's say that. Stop the deportations. Stop the deportations. Stop the deportations.
Stop the deportations.
We are tired of our families being broken apart. We're tired of people being held in this prison system and deportation centers that are places that companies are privatized and that are money-making machines that are making money off of our people. It's been happening for years in this country, and it's nothing new to communities of color, and it's happening now to immigrants. Is that right?
That's right.
That's right. We need immigration reform, but we also need the deportations to stop right now. We know that the president has the power to stop the deportations. He gave DACA, deferred action for childhood arrivals, DACA. He gave that to dreamers, to young people, and we are asking him right now. There are people right now in front of the White House that are on a fast, that are immigrants, that are undocumented. They're asking him for deferred action for all people as well. We are not criminals. We are contributing to the society, and we are asking to stop the deportations. We're asking not one more, not one more, not one more, not one more, not one more,
Not one more.
We know that in this culture, in this society, that we want citizenship, but really, the fight is bigger than that. The fight is to redefine what it means to be a citizen in this country, right? We know that the citizenship in this country is given as a privilege, and the penal system takes it away as a deterrent when we do something wrong, and it has become kind of a badge of honor. But we want to redefine what that means as citizens in this country. And not only in this country, but in this world, right? Because we know that there's migration all over the world. So it's more than an issue here in this country. It's an issue all over the world. But we want to define what it means to be a citizen in this country. That's what this fight is about, right?
Yes.
So here we are on the west side. I'm from Columbus, but I know enough, and I've been here enough to know that Cleveland is also a city of immigrants. There's a market, and all you have to do is walk into that market, right? And you see immigrants. We are all families of immigrants as well. We need to understand that. We will not stop. We will not stop until we get freedom, until there's liberation, until there are not one more deportations, until the president acts. We know that he has the power to do that. Let me just tell you how that happened, how DACA happened to a great extent. There were many people on the Hill that work on deferred action, but I also know that it happened very just soon before the election. Is that right?
That's right.
That's right. And there were young people, there were dreamers that sat in OFA offices demanding that the president offered some kind of relief for dreamers. And lo and behold, that pressure, in fact, there were two people, Marco Saavedra and Cruz Martinez from Columbus and from Kenyon College, that sat in Cincinnati, the OFA office, as a part of a national action that made that happen. So the president, we know that it can happen. We know that he can do that. We're asking him to continue to do that for all immigrants of all families. Is that right?
Right. Yes.
We can do that. We have to continue to fight. We have to continue to struggle. We have to continue to work together. Those of us that are from here, those of us citizens that are from Cleveland or from all over the country, we have to continue. Right now, as I said, there's a movement, not one more movement, that is immigrant-led, and that's the other thing, is that immigrants need to speak for themselves, correct? Yes. We need to empower immigrants, and that's happening. Immigrants are waking up all over the country and being empowered, and that's because people like you have made that happen. So can it be done?
Yes.
Can it be done?
Yes.
Are you willing to work with us?
Yes.
What are we going to tell the president?
Stop the deportations.
Stop the deportations. Stop the deportations. Not one more. Not one more.
Not one more. Not one more. Let me introduce him real quick.
I also want to thank the media that's here. We got the plain press here, and we've got Sam Phillips videoing that will be on YouTube, because these are important messages that we're giving out today. And I think I saw another media, but I don't know where he's at. And the Homeland Security is probably here too. So hello, everybody. And we also have a good friend. He was the first individual, the first dreamer, undocumented young man to receive a driver's license in Ohio, because after Obama's edict to say, yes, the dreamers can get driver's licenses, Ohio didn't allow it for about almost a year. It might have been 8 months to a year, maybe more. I forget now, but many people pressured the state of Ohio and Jose Mendez, individual, to get a driver's license in Ohio, and he'd like to say a few words today. I appreciate him coming out from his job.
Good evening, and thanks for having me. The battle is not over. Even though I got a driver's license, there's still people that don't have a driver's license, and they fear every day going to work, getting stopped by ICE. They can face deportation by just driving, pretty much, without a driver's license. There's families that have citizens and families that have undocumented people in their families. So you never know. So the battle's not over. In Ohio, we're just gonna start a campaign and not allow anyone to get deported anymore, because it's just not humane, or people that have no criminal records are getting deported after being here 10, 15, 20 years. Kids without parents, they go into foster care. Us dreamers, even though we have basic rights, we still can't vote. We can't decide for our government, and that has to change. We have to bring more attention to the public of what's going on.
What are we going to do? We're going to ask Obama to do what?
Oh, well, what are we going to do? Well, we're going to ask Obama to expand deferred action for everyone.
Yeah.
Right.
And if he doesn't do that, then, I mean, we'll ask, I'll personally ask our legislators to refuse ICE or refuse to work with ICE. So even though if Obama says no, we're still not going to give up. And until he says yes, we're going to continue fighting. I'm still going to be here. I'm not going anywhere. Ohio knows that I don't give up. When they said no to the driver's license, I was still there. The press conferences, I went to the Capitol and asked for help, and it could happen.
Right. You're the man. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming out today.
Thank you for coming out today, Jose, very much. And your inspiring words. What are we going to do? What are we going to tell Obama? Stop the deportations. Stop the deportations. Not one more. Not one more. Not one more. Not one more. Thank you. Not one more. We have another announcement. We're going to march in a little bit. And we're going to march to the worker house. It's not raining, so we're going to take the long route up Clark. So we're going to go that way on 25th to Clark Avenue, hang a right, and go up Fulton, right on Fulton to the worker house on Lorraine and 42nd. Another announcement, that's going to be a party there, but we have another announcement for Cinco de Mayo, and that will occur on the 5th of May, I hope, or is it Sunday? 4th. It's the 4th. So Cuatro de Mayo. And Brian will announce it, and he's with the Interreligious Task Force, and he's a people person. Speaking of IRTF, Mary Therese, one of the board members of IRTF, had a great letter in the paper today about the benefits of immigration to Ohio and related issues. It's in the editorial page.
Hello, people. My name is Brian. I'm with an organization called the Interreligious Task Force. And last year, we, together with other organizations in Greater Cleveland, organized Ohio's first ever LGBT delegation to Central America. And we made a lot of friends, and we're trying to bring some of them up here to continue our exchange. And we thought that the gay games would be a great opportunity to do that. So there's a committee of us that's been working to organize and raise funds to bring 47 people from Colombia and El Salvador to the gay games in August. The folks at Trinity put on a spaghetti dinner for us the other night, raised $2,000. We're having a dance party at Belinda's on Madison, 96th and Madison tomorrow night. We invite people to come out, a $15 ticket to help fly those people up here. And we appreciate the solidarity for the liberation and freedom of all peoples across all borders. Thank you.
Woo. Thank you. Are we ready to march? Yeah. I think we'll lead with the banner. It's a little windy, so it might blow, so, you know. Yeah, we're going to need we have a few volunteers to help with the big banner. Please come forward. And Elise is going to lead the chant. One more. Stop the deportations. Not one more. Stop the deportations.
Justice!
peace!
No justice!
No peace.
No justice!
No peace.
No justice! Obama, escucha, estamos en la lucha. Obama, escucha,
Estamos en la lucha.
Obama, escucha, estamos en la lucha. Obama, escucha, estamos en la Estamos aquí en este día apoyando a la comunidad inmigrante, pidiendo al presidente de los Estados Unidos que alto con las deportaciones, ya basta con la separación de familias. We're tired of the separation of families. Basta con el sufrimiento del pueblo. Estamos pidiendo al presidente Obama que por favor, alto con las deportaciones, alto. Usted, presidente, tiene el poder para parar este sufrimiento en la comunidad en Cleveland, en Ohio, como también en los Estados Unidos. Es tiempo, ahora es el tiempo para parar las deportaciones, para parar con la separación de familias. Asking for your support. Please join us. Join us in any way that you can. We are here, united, people in different communities. People in different communities supporting our community. That's how change is going to happen. That's how it's going to happen. Because it can be done. It can be done. We can do it only if we do it together. We are asking to stop the deportations. Stop the deportations.
Not one more.
Stop.
Justice!
When do we want it?
Now.
No peace. No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
No justice. No justice.
No.
The deportation. We are tired of our communities. Our communities being separated. Our communities being broken apart. Our families being torn apart. We're tired of it. It's not what we should be as a country. Estamos aquí hoy en esta área de Cleveland para pedir el apoyo de la comunidad, para decir con una voz alta, que estamos listos para la paz. Your support. Please join us today because we're asking with one voice to stop the deportations.
Not one more.
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 El pueblo unido.
Jamás será vencido.
El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it? ¿Qué queremos?
Justicia.
¿Y cuándo?
Ahora.
¿Qué queremos?
Justicia.
¿Y cuándo?
Ahora.
Yes, honk your horn if you support justice. If you support justice, honk your horn for us. We know you're watching. Gracias. Thank you for your support. ¿Qué queremos?
Justicia.
¿Y cuándo?
Ahora.
What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
No justice!
No peace.
No justice! Para los jueces, ¿qué es eso? ¿Están cansados?
¿Qué es eso?
That's right. Are you tired?
No. What is that?
The answer is what's that? Because one thing. Many faces here. I see many people here. It's important that we know that through the rain, through the sun, through the wind, through the snow, when it's snowy here, we're going to continue being here, right?
Yes.
So, and we're not going to be tired. We're going to continue till justice happens in Cleveland, in Ohio, in this country. Is that right? Están